What's up, guys? Welcome back to the show. Guys Time with the Brise. The Brise is back. I hope you guys are having a good Thursday. And then tomorrow's Friday, guys. The weekend is almost here. So, yep, finish off strong tomorrow at work. And, yeah, it's going to be a good one. So, yeah, welcome back to the show. I hope you guys are having a good day. Thank you for joining me. It's going to be a good one today. We got some troubled athletes to talk about the whole Tyreek Hill situation, and Conor McGregor find himself in trouble again. So, yeah, all these guys making millions of dollars, but they just can't stay out of trouble. It just blows my mind, man. So you got that going on. And then the Detroit Lions reveal their jerseys to commemorate their 90th season being in the NFL. So, yeah, and the design of the helmets are cool. The logo I'm not a really big fan of. Let me know about it in the comments. But yeah, I think those blue helmets look really cool. First time they've used it since 1955, and that's 2 years before they won the NFL championship, and that's the last time the Detroit Lions won any championship in football. So crazy stuff going on in the Motor City. But yeah, let's dive right into it. And obviously, as always, we got UFC to talk about as well. So let's dive right into it. We got to talk about the Tyreek Hill situation. So obviously, he's being under investigation for assault battery incident that happened at Miami Beach Marina a couple of days ago. So obviously he's in the news again for that. Great player. I said on this podcast, I do believe he's a top 3 wide receiver along with Justin Jefferson and Amon-Ra St. Brown. You know, obviously people might think I'm crazy put St. Brown up there, but that guy produces. I mean, he catches the ball, he scores touchdowns, he runs great routes, and you know, he contributes to the offense. So top 3 wide receivers, and Tyreek Hill is obviously one of them. But unfortunately, he's in trouble again with the law, obviously with this whole situation. So, and this is according to ESPN, by the way. So, Hill allegedly hit a marina employee during a disagreement that took place Sunday. So yeah, a few days ago. Miami Sports Radio host Andy Slater reported that Hill slapped the employee on the back of the head, but that the employee has declined to press charges at this time. So yeah, crazy stuff, man. And it's just like all these athletes make millions of dollars and they just can't stay out of trouble. And you know, Tyreek Hill has obviously been in the news with the law. You know, he's been in trouble with the law. Or domestic abuse. I think he was accused of a couple years ago. So yeah, I don't know, man. He's just one of those guys. He's a great player on the field. You know, as a person, I mean, I don't want to say he's a shitty person. You know, I don't know him personally. Great athlete. Don't get me wrong. He's exciting to watch. I got his jersey, the Miami Dolphins jersey, but it just seems like outside, you know, he's not the greatest person. But that's just me. I mean, I can't vouch for that. I don't know who Tyreek Hill is. Obviously, I know him as an athlete. I don't know him as a person. But yeah, yet again in trouble, being under investigation. So we'll see what happens, man. But yeah, you got that going on. But yeah, millions of dollars, can't stay out of trouble. And then we got to hop over to Conor McGregor, biggest star in mixed martial arts history, really. I mean, he changed the game, made millions of dollars, and it seems like he's not fighting this year. He didn't apply in the USADA, you know, back in the drug program. So with that, he can't fight for the rest of the year. And then it looks like 2024, we're not going to see Michael Chandler versus Conor McGregor. So very frustrating. But you know, the guy's made millions of dollars. Why does he need to fight, right? So obviously, Conor McGregor, as a lot of you know, he's in trouble, accused of sexual assault at a Miami Heat game during the NBA Finals. So you got that going on, and then it seems like, I was reading an article yesterday, it seems like the charges haven't been filed against Conor McGregor, so that's really interesting. But once again, famous athlete in trouble with the law, you know, obviously dealing with that again. I mean, obviously, you know, he punched an old guy at a bar, you know, he's smashed phones, you know. I think he was accused of another sexual assault a couple years ago. So yeah, Conor McGregor just not staying low, man. You know, not trying to stay out of trouble. Obviously, he's a very interesting character. Obviously, great athlete. Like I said, he changed mixed martial arts forever. But yeah, you know, these are allegations. Same with the Tyreek Hill situation. It's all allegations. Nothing's true to it. And I just hate how the media just assumes that all this happened So we're going to stick with the story. Allegations mean allegedly, without proof, without evidence. So once the evidence comes out, once there's actual proof that these guys committed these crimes, then we can make an opinion about it. But yeah, obviously we had to start off today with Guys Time with the Brides, with this episode, with two high-profile athletes in their respective sports being in trouble with the law again, and obviously Conor McGregor just not helping himself out. It's crazy. Obviously he's been in trouble with the law numerous times, ever since, he became a big name. And it just seems like lately he's just finding more trouble than he needs to be. But yeah, like I was going back earlier, he didn't apply for the USADA, getting back in the drug program, the UFC's drug program. So I don't think Conor McGregor's not fighting this year, which is really, really unfortunate, because he's one of the coaches on The Ultimate Fighter right now, along with Michael Chandler, and those two are supposed to fight. That's how it usually is. The two coaches for The Ultimate Fighter fight later on, but according to an article I read yesterday, he's not fighting Conor McGregor because he didn't apply to be a part of the USADA drug program again. So he can get tested. So that's very unfortunate. It sucks. I would love to see a Conor McGregor Michael Chandler fight. I think Michael Chandler would take care of business, in my opinion. But just seeing Conor McGregor, since he's such a big name and he is a good fighter and he's exciting to watch, I think that would have been a really good fight. But it seems like we're not going to see it this year, and who knows about next year, 2024. But yeah, Conor McGregor has plenty more to worry about right now with these allegations. I guess the woman, they went to the bathroom together, and that's when the assault happened. I don't know. It's craziness, man. And like I said, it's all allegations. Same with the Tyreek Hill situation. We can't really say what happened. We can't. There's no proof, no evidence. It's just all word of mouth. He said, she said, allegations. So yeah, that's how we start the podcast. Two troubled athletes, two big name athletes in trouble with the law again. Hopefully they didn't commit those acts, but we shall see. So yeah, you got that going on, and then we got to hop over to the Detroit Lions. So yeah, yesterday, I do believe, or a couple days ago, they revealed their new helmets for the upcoming season. A nice blue, sharp helmet with two racing marks on it, one gray, one blue, and then the old 1950s, 1960s Detroit Lion. Don't really care for the logo, but I do like the helmets. They're pretty sick. So yeah, obviously they can only wear this with their alternate jerseys. It's NFL policy, so you got that going on. But yeah, it's crazy, man. Just saw this a couple days ago, so I want to see how you guys feel about it. So let me just read here the Detroit News, what they have to say. So yeah, let's see what we got. So yeah, NFL uniform guidelines only permit the alternate jerseys to be worn with alternate uniform, which includes both a throwback and an all-gray setup for the Lions. Given the awkward contrast between the new modern helmet design and throwback jersey, which is noted for its simplicity, the team only intends to wear the blue helmet with its gray uniforms, which I think is going to look really cool. But yeah, like I said, I don't really care for that lion being there. That's just me personally. I think they should have just kept the current line that they got in their helmets right now. But trying a little throwback. It's their 90th season in the NFL, so that's pretty cool to see that. So let's see what we got here. Detroit News. So yeah, right here it'll mark the first time the Lions have worn blue helmets since 1955, and that was 2 years before they won the NFL championship, as I mentioned before. So, yeah, for the first time in franchise history, the Lions will wear a logo the team utilized throughout the 1960s, just never as part of its uniform. Spin off from the famous Ford Mustang emblem, it consists of silver and blue racing stripes behind a lean, angular lion. The same logo also has been incorporated into the team's 90th season jersey patch that will be used in 2023. So, yeah, the Lions making more headlines in the news, I guess. They're really trying to brand themselves this year, and a lot of eyes are on them, lots at stake, lots of hype. They got lots to prove this year. A lot of obviously sports fanatics here in Michigan, ESPN, everywhere, they really like the Lions this year, and I do too. First time I've actually I'm actually optimistic about these Detroit Lions. I have no doubt that they're going to win the division. They're going to go 11-6 or 12-5. That's my prediction. They definitely could win a division, definitely win a playoff game. Obviously an NFC Championship and Super Bowl, far stretch right now. Obviously, the season hasn't started. We got a couple months before that happens. And then, fantasy football right around the corner, guys. So have to mention that as well. But, they have all the tools to be successful this year. I strongly believe they will win the division this year. But now from there, they got to prove it on the field. But, they are just making noise this season, more noise than usual. For the Detroit Lions, but it's good to see. It's nice to see a comeback story, a team that's been struggling for many years, many decades, many generations. I think this is the year they can really make some noise in the NFC North and even the entire NFL. But yet again, they got to prove it on the field. And this article, by the way, is by Justin Rogers of the Detroit News. So reading some of his stuff there. Great article, by the way. I read a little bit of it last night, so I just wanted to point out there the Lions are going to have new helmets this year. Like I said, I like the helmet, like the design of it. I just don't like the logo. I really don't care for the logo, but we'll see what the Lions can do this year. I mean, it's going to be an exciting season, so we shall see what the Detroit Lions can do. So with that, as always, we got UFC talk to discuss. So obviously this weekend we got Josh Emmett going up against Ilia Topuria. This one's going to be crazy. Someone's going to get knocked out. They're both knockout artists. Fun to watch. I mean, featherweights, small guys, so 135 or 145, 145 pounds. These two, someone's getting knocked out in this one. You got that going on. And then the co-main event this Saturday, you got Amanda Ribas going against Maycee Barber. That should be an interesting one as well. And then all these other ones, I'm not really too sure. Austin Lane and Justin Tafa. Brandon Allen, he sounds familiar, going up against Bruno Silva. Not a big fight night. Obviously, Josh Emmett and Ilia Topuria are headlining it. But, that's basically it. And then Amanda Ribas and Maycee Barber, that's going to be a good one as well. So, this Saturday, 3 p.m., I'm going to be at a wedding. So maybe might catch a few fights before, but I'll be at a wedding this weekend. So watch a couple fights there. And then you got UFC 290 coming up in a couple weeks. So on July 8th, 10 p.m., you got the featherweight main event. The featherweight titles on the line. 145-pounders. Alexander Volkanovski going up against Yair Rodriguez. That's going to be a good one. The co-main event, you got the flyweight title on the line. Brandon Moreno going against Alexandre Pantoja. That's going to be a good one as well. You got Robert Whitaker on this card competing. You got Dan Hooker trying to get back in the win column. You got Bo Nickel, who's been dominant since arriving in the UFC. So UFC 290, get that one. Watch some fights, play some bets. That's going to be a really good one. Then obviously at the end of July 29th, you got UFC 291, the one I've been mentioning many times on this podcast. You got Dustin Poirier and Justin Gaethje going at it for the second time. That has fight of the year written all over it. I like both fighters, so it's going to be tough to see when I make my prediction for that fight, but that is going to be a good one for sure. So be on the lookout for that. You got the light heavyweight co-main event. You got Jan Blachowicz going against Alex Pereira. He's making his debut at that division, so that's going to be interesting to see that. You got Tony Ferguson back in action going up against Bobby Green. And Tony Ferguson, obviously, he was a DUI last month, so we'll see if he's even fighting. I really hope he is, but we shall see with his legal situation. Paulo Costa, haven't heard his name in a while. He's on this card. Stephen Thompson is going to be on this card. And Derek Lewis, Michael Chiesa going up against Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland's always exciting to watch. But big names on this card. I can't wait for it. So you got that, and then you got Corey Sandhagen versus Anwar Nurmagomedov. That's going to be a really interesting one at the bantamweight division there. You got UFC 292 in August. You got Aljamain Sterling defending the bantamweight title against Sean O'Malley, so that's going to be a really good one. Chris Weidman making his return after being off for 3 years since he broke his leg. He's going to be on this card. Jeff Neal going up against Ian Gary. That was just announced, I think, last week sometime or earlier this week, so that's going to be interesting. See that. Cody Garbrandt's going to be on this card as well, so another good pay-per-view, so check that one out as well. But yeah, UFC, they know how to knock out these fights, man. They really do. It's awesome. And then obviously you got Fight Night at the end of August 26th. You got Max Holloway going against the Korean Zombie. That's going to be an interesting one, but I got Max Holloway winning that one. He's going to land like 400. He's going to have 400 plus significant strikes. I'm going to make that bet because, yeah, that guy just never has an empty gas tank. He just keeps going, man. Keeps punching away. He's awesome to watch. And then, yeah, a couple other fight nights or a couple other fights coming up. But yeah, the summer jam-packed with great fights and great championship matches, great co-main events, big names. So yeah, watch some fights, play some bets. But yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Like I said, the UFC hooks it up every single year in the summertime with these fight nights and pay-per-views. So check those out as well. And with that, guys, that is it. So thank you so much for joining me today. I got my Guys Time with the Brides t-shirt. If you want one, let me know. Message me on Facebook. Message me on Instagram. Let me know if you want a t-shirt. I got smalls, mediums, XLs, larges, 2XLs. Let me know what size you want, what color. I got black and yellow. You let me know, and I'll get you guys a shirt. But obviously, this episode will be available later today, so be on the lookout for that. And then, yeah, enjoy the weekend, guys. Like I said, I got a wedding and a picnic, so I'm going to be pretty busy this weekend. I'll try to do some more posts out there so you guys can check that out. But yeah, this episode's going to be available later today, so check that one out. And then kick some ass tomorrow, finish strong tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. And then the weekend, stay safe out there, guys, and enjoy life. All right, the Brides is out. Peace. Take care, guys. You guys are awesome.